Neil, throughout my life I have had strong marriages to look up to. My granny and granddad, my nana and granda, and my mum and dad. In each marriage, it was so clear that each person adored the other, and I never thought that I would be lucky enough to be in a relationship like the one I was blessed to see growing up. And then I met you. You are so loving and accepting of my weird personality, and you're always so thoughtful. There are so many things that I love about you. I love that you never know the words to any songs, but you belt them out anyway. I love that you constantly whistle your way through life, and I'm sure the ushers will agree because you probably did it all morning. And I love that you're always first on the dance floor, showing everyone your moves. I've never met anyone as patient, accepting, and as kind as you, and I'm so lucky that after today, I'll get to call you my husband, even though that makes me feel really old. So today we will say I do, but to me that means I promise. I promise to stand by your side through the good and the bad, and I promise to make you laugh every single day, even if it is at my expense. I promise to always try to make sure I'm not just hangry when I get upset. I promise to never go to bed angry, because my mum would be raging if we did, because that's her #1 ground rule in a relationship. I promise to dance to Enrique Iglesias with you until we're old fogies. And I promise to pretend to love bridges just as much as you pretend to love bridges. I promise to tell you every day how much I love you and how much I appreciate all that you do. And I promise to continue to learn from you and to follow the examples of patience and respect that you continuously show me. So basically, I just promise to love you unconditionally.
From before we even met in person, I knew you were someone special. I'm so grateful for university for throwing us together and for giving us the time and experiences to meet, fall in love and grow as a couple. We've been on so many adventures together, and moving in with you was definitely one of them. Throughout our journey so far, we've always supported each other, and you've always been there to give me good advice even when I thought I didn't need it. I love how kind, thoughtful and caring you are. I love that you're creative and enterprising, and the way that you juggle so many activities while remaining relatively level-headed. I love the way you always take care of me and get me talking when I don't know what to say. I love you, you are my best friend. I promise to continue to support you in all your very many endeavours. I promise to keep you calm when things get stressful. I promise to never stop being silly with you and to make you laugh every day. And I promise to continue to surprise you and keep you on your toes. And I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
Sorry, if you just give me a wee minute, I've had this prepared for a while. Just dust that off. There we are, Neil took your time. As we know, Neil did take his time. So I'm Beth, Claire's maid of honour, and she asked me to say a few words today. So when you asked me to be your maid of honour, I was very excited, but I was also very nervous about some of the duties, like hen planning, the whole speech thing, but actually Claire's wedding dress had not even crossed my mind until 2 weeks ago. We're in the dress shop and the woman's sort of running around the dress and she's like, you need to floof on the day, and I was like, right, yeah. And I was like, And Claire shouts, "It's not a bloody duvet!" And the woman in the shop, if I could describe her look in one word, poisonous. She was like, so obviously I toasted the dress, she looks beautiful, and I'm glad it's still intact. So just to start off with the bride, there's so many things that I could say about her, but in terms of her skills and qualities, first of all, she is very creative. For those that don't know, she made this dress. She made it, like actually made it, so yeah, considering the material was a £5, she's really not done bad. But this just shows how determined she is, like making 6 bridesmaid dresses. As a bride, I don't really know if I'd be doing that. And she's always been determined. She was determined to follow in Kate's footsteps and go to university. She's determined to always help people, like family, friends, charity events. She's always there. And do you remember being determined walking up the Pentlands with your dad every week? Yeah? Phil often stopped and gave her a few options, and she was going to be abandoned or just moan, you know. But we know she could never be abandoned because she's got the biggest fear of missing out. So if we go back to kind of the beginning of Claire and I's relationship, I suppose this is really soppy, but something we both shared in common is that it was love at first sight when we both saw Claire. We were at Portobello Beach in a group, and I actually plotted the friendship. I told Claire's closest friend, Joanne, at the time, that I intended to make Claire my best friend. I thought she was amazing. And I just totally fell in love with her. And, you know, don't say Joanne's standing here now, so. We've achieved so much together, and there's so many memories, but probably my most cherished, 2016, we both graduated after Edinburgh University, and we just took a wee moment, looked at each other and just like, we've come far as a pair. But I think Claire was probably thinking, thank God we're no longer flatmates. But she is really an amazing person, and when asking some of Claire's pupils what they thought of her, one of them actually said it just right. She's iconic, she's one of a kind. And I wholeheartedly agree, and it's been an honour to be best friends with you and continue to be best friends with you for years to come. And Neil, I mean, what a guy. Charming, he's funny, he's creative, and Neil, I can't read your writing here. What did you say? Oh, smart. Claire and Neil are such a good match, and Neil, you just fit so well into our friendship group. When you've now got other plans and you don't come to something, you've now reached the status of, what? Neil's not coming? Pretty good. One of my favourite memories of Neil was speaking to Claire after she'd been at his one night. Sorry, that sounds weird. She just went around for tea. And I usually said to her, oh, what did they make you for dinner? And she rolled her eyes and said, chili, the same as last time. And I said, you know, it did it for about 3 years. 3 years, every night she came home from yours, chili, yeah, I had chili again. Chili, so, you know, as much as you make a cracking chili, let's try and branch out, yeah? You've always looked after Claire, and you'll be close to me because of that. You support her with everything she does. You always make her laugh and smile every day, and he every day manages to say these 3 special words to her. Claire, you're right. The two of you are just an amazing couple, and I'm sure I speak for everyone here when I'm honoured to have been here today and watch you both get married. We wish you all the happiness in the future. If everyone could raise a glass to some very important people here tonight, the Coopers obviously, but also the bartenders. To Claire and Neil.